What's going on, friend? In this episode, we're gonna be checking out the Mesa Boogie Collection 2 for Amplitube 5. Amor lanzas now. We break it down, baby. Alright, thank you so much for being here once again, and remember, as usual, like, subscribe, and do all those cool little things that we like to do on YouTube so that you and I can stay in touch with each other. Okay, another Amplitube Collection video. For those of you who don't know, Amplitube 5 is like a platform where you can have like a bunch of amps and cabinets and microphones and effects and pedals and basically any piece of gear that you can imagine so that you can build your dream rig. But I was just thinking, you buy all these bundles and there's all these amps, all these pedals and all these things, but do you really use them? So I took it upon myself to go and check every single piece of gear so that you can make an informed decision of whatever you want to get, because maybe there are cases that you get the free version and there's one amp that you want to buy, and you can check all these videos that I'm doing and make an informed decision. Because I think that something really nice about these videos is that they are all made with the same gear, with the same gain structure, so you can actually hear the character of each amp or each piece of gear because they are being hit the same way. You can take it like as a control. All these amps behave this way with this guitar and this gain structure going in them, so you can see which ones distort, which ones don't, because my guitar is not going to output any more than what it already does. So if you see that an amp distorts, that means that that amp distorts quickly. And if you see that I cannot drive something and it stays clean, that means that that amp has a big headroom that it won't distort that easily. Of course, I can get a booster pedal, I can crank my preamps, but what would be the point of that? I've created in my preset basically a studio that I can just plug my guitar and change the amps and everything always sounds the way that I want it. And I made this video that I show you how to do that exact same thing, so go watch it if you want to. But let's stop talking, let's get to playing. We're gonna be using, as per usual, my PRS SE Custom 2408 with the USA pickups. Okay, so let's just start like we were talking right here in my studio. And if you go right here in the bottom, you see the Mesa Boogie Collection 2. We have 4 amps, California Tweed, Mark V, Triple Crown, and Mark II C+. So let's check that California Tweed. It has a lot of bite, really a lot of bite, but it sounds like really defined to me. Wow, that's really nice. Let's see if we try to push it a little bit more. Very aggressive distortion, that, huh? Let's see if we put the reverb all the way up. There's something about this amp, and I'm very familiar with this one because I use it on a regular basis. What I like the most is that every single note is like very rounded, the tone. Even though it's like super sharp and aggressive, you hear like a roundness in the tone. But how balanced this amp is that at the moment, I don't feel like in this neck pickup I need anything really. Maybe a little bit of bass. Gain down again. But I don't feel like I need anything. And if you see all the dials, like I have plenty of headroom to do whatever I want with that. Okay, this one doesn't have a back button like most of the other ones in the Mesa Boogie Collection 1. But what we do have is this multi-watt dial. Let's see what happens if we turn it all the way down. I'm all the way up in my guitar. Okay, so definitely it distorts a little bit quicker, but everything's like virtual. Might as well just gain match it so that we can actually hear the difference. For example, like the people in Neural DSP, not to put them like head to head, and we might do a head to head, but they do have that thing that, for example, in the Imperial Tone King, when you change the wattage, they retain the same level. You just hear the difference of tone. And that would be a nice addition to Amplitube, I think, because it kills me to try to hear a tone, but the volume is so drastically different that already I don't hear anything, you know? Next amp, let's see what happens here in the Mark V. Woo! Woo! And again, it's one of these that has a million buttons, and we're gonna have to figure it out right now. Okay, let me turn my pickup all the way up, and let's start on channel 1, which is probably gonna be the less distorted one. Beautiful. Sounds beautiful. Okay, let's see what happens if we change to fat. Wait, let's just check clean. Oh yeah, fat. Fat indeed. Let me go in the... Wow, and that was the bridge. Let's go to the neck. Oof. Wow, that takes like warmth to the next level. I love that tone. Okay, let's get in that middle position so we can get a little bit more spank. Okay, that's beautiful. Let's see what happens here when we change this to bold. Wow, this amp sounds incredible. It's like every knob and every tweak just makes it better. Okay, and this little toggle switch turns this EQ on for the amp. That's why right now it's on this amp at the moment. Let's hear this. But wow, unbelievable. In the clean setting, this amp is stellar. Okay, let's check this. There's a Tweed setting. Gets really angry, huh? I'm turning my guitar down, but I probably should take the gain down. I mean, it's meant to be it's meant to be more gainy, but yeah, again, the same problem. The volume is way too loud. Although I assume that maybe if you were like to have like a pedal, like a foot switch, I guess, yeah. Let's hear the humbuckers out. Anyway, this Tweed is pretty aggressive, pretty intense. Let's go to channel 2 and see what's up here on the edge of breakup and crunch. So yeah, there's a lot of break there. Let's see if we can turn it down a little bit. Let's put that thickness on. I like that one gives you a little bit of the weight that it took when you put the overdrive on. I've noticed that there's like a little bit of like a tendency in the Boogie amps that their distortion channel sounds more like a fuzz than a distortion in my head. You know what I'm trying to say? Some of that. Let's see what happens here on Mark 1. I guess maybe the Mark 1 is a little bit darker. I guess maybe that with a little bit more presence. I want to see how open it would get. I think maybe crunch is my favorite. Because it sounds pretty open. Of course, now that we put the presence all the way up. I feel like the clean is like super balanced. Let's see what happens if we turn out that presence up. Okay, that's something fantastic about these kind of amps. Like, you see how they handle the headroom? Like, I just turned the presence all the way up. Taking it like a champ. Everything just sounds better. Okay, now let's see channel 3. I think it's a predicted. It's gonna get a lot hotter here. see what happens if we turn that bright instead. Try to turn the EQ off. Now let's change this to a Mark IV. Turn this down. It seems to me like the distortion in this one sounds a little bit like synthetic-y. But I'd be willing to say that that is just like the characteristic of the amp, because these people are doing such a good job that I wouldn't think that is something that's happening here. Okay, let's keep going here. Let's try the brightness and on extreme. The difference in volume is so intense. There's something that I'm not vibing with this. There's something that is just like really not connecting with me in this amp. So far, I think I like these two the best, channel 1 and channel 2. That is beautiful in my opinion. Let's see what's happening in the back, because these guys hide some secrets. Beautiful. Independent reverb. That is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, let's add some reverb in channel 1. Something that I wish I said in the first collection is that the reverbs in all these amps are really, really, really good. Not even like super extreme like that. It sounds bad. Okay, let's see. Change the tube there. I like both. This is like a little bit heavier. It's a little bit more pushed. Let's see what happens if we change the power tubes. I think in this case, I like the EL34s a lot better. Let's change it here too. Beautiful. Okay, that's pretty great. I think I got lost in the sauce of that amp. It's just so many knobs and buttons and things that I just really had to go through all of it to tell you if it's a great amp or not. And I think it really is. Okay, let's see what happens here with the Triple King. Again, 3 amps in 1. Let's start with channel clean, I guess. Is it over here? Yep, I guess. I love that clean. Let's add more presence. Lots of headroom too. Can't believe these guys would put like a variable tube in every single channel in this beast. But I want to say that all of these amps that we've tried in collection 1 and collection 2, they all have the same characteristic in the clean, that it's like very polite. It doesn't get like super scratchy. It always needs a little bit of brightness. Not even on the bridge, like it just sounds great all throughout. Okay, let's see what happens here if we drive it a little bit. I love that they called it drive because it's exactly what it's doing to the signal. It's just driving it that tiny little bit more. Taking it from pristine to like crunchy. Pretty great. Okay, let's go to channel 2. Blue LEDs. Let's go to humbucker so we don't hear. So we don't hear noise. So tight. Let's turn the presence up. Okay, I wouldn't call that a riff master. Pretty nice. It's a nice little bluesy tone. Okay, let's see what happens in normal. Yeah, a little bit more distorted, but I don't know. Yeah, it feels really nice. Let's see now in tight. It should just be drive and more drive. Let's see what happens on the high gain channel. I hope this is the riff one. Okay, let's see what happens here. Okay, definitely too much bass. Definitely need something to open that pillow. Now I'm starting to understand all those rig rundowns when people say,
"Yep, everything on 10, man." There you go.
I don't know. I'm not particularly in love with any of the high gain tones that I've been getting. I think so far my favorites are the rectifiers. Oh, perfect. There's a back. Okay, we are on EL34s. In this one, we cannot change the channels from the back. So let's start on our clean. Let's go to the back.
I get lost in the sauce.
Let's see what happens if we go to EL6s. Lots of headroom in this amp, and there's a lot of nice tones. Okay, the reverb is independent on every single amp, but you can turn it off as well. There's that solo switch. I guess this would be like maybe your solo machine, kind of. I mean, it sounds pretty good. Just turn that solo thing off. And I think that's it for the Triple Crown. Okay, let's see what happens here on the Mark II C+. See? See, for example, this amp is like super pushed. I cannot get a clean sound of it. This one breaks a little bit with the pattern that I've seen in the other Mesa Boogie ones, that it's like very fuzzy. This one feels like just distortion, like nice distortion. Okay, that was nice. I think that so far of all the amps, this is the one that behaves the most differently. Like right there, you would think that you're very clean, right? But as soon as I hit it, it just gets really distorted. I love Mesa Boogie to play something like Nirvana-ish. Sounds so good in a Mesa. I think that that's maybe what they use on Nevermind. Let me know in the comment section. So yeah, I guess like you can actually get a very nice clean tone here. And then you turn it up here. Yep. But no matter what you do, it always breaks. Because I'm already like at 2.5. Let's see what 2. That's where you're starting to lose a little bit of the tone and the weight. You cannot really compensate with just like the EQ. You have to hit it like at 2.5 at least. You see how it just comes alive on the bottom? Okay, I think that sounds pretty nice. Let's turn it up all the way. Okay, I think we heard a lot of tones. Let's go hear a few conclusions and see what's up. Okay, so after hearing all these vast amounts of tone, what do you think? Let me know in the comment sections. I think like so far my thoughts are that California Tweed, in my opinion, is just so simple to get a great clean sound out of it that I just love that amp. And like I said, it just have enough headroom right there that if I just were to push like the presence up or the treble up, it's okay, you know? But so far that's a very balanced tone that I really liked a lot. The Mark V, I think is just one of the best clean sounds that you can hear. I think so far, maybe this would be like the most versatile amp out of them all because it has beautiful cleans that I really, really enjoyed, but it had like a very nice high-end tone. I still have like a little bit of like reservations in terms of the mid-range. There's something odd happening in this mid-range. I wouldn't say that even though it's like super versatile, it's not my favorite Mesa amp, I would like to say. Same thing with the Triple Crown. Very nice cleans, very nice reverb in all of them. I don't know which case scenario would each amp be good for. I think that these two, they're collection pieces, right? Because they just sound so nice in my opinion, but they have like a very distinctive sonic input. Like you have to want that kind of tone. And there might be a million times that you might want those amps. But so far in my head, I feel like maybe I was a little bit more blown away with the Mesa Boogie Collection 1. Not about the tones, but how wide the selection of tones were. I felt like you could get like really nice cleans and like really nice distortions at the same time. And the fact that you get the rectifiers in the Collection 1, if you're like a riff master and you really just want to have that punch, none of the other ones in the Mesa Boogie Collection had it on its own. Granted, if you were to put like a collection of pedals in there, maybe there's a different story, but that would be for a different video. If I were to make like individual reviews from each amp, let's say, maybe let me know in the comment section down below if you want me to do one of this particularly in depth and like make really nice tones with them. Anyway, I think like maybe so far my pick would be the Mesa Boogie Collection 1, even though Mesa Boogie Collection 2 has one of my favorite amps, which is that California Tweed. All right, but that will be for you to decide. And for me right now is just to say goodbye. So remember, like if you like this video, definitely subscribe, stay warm, stay safe, go to the comment section down below and let me know what you think. Other than that, I'm out, my friend. Thank you for being here.